Hey guys, Ben here with 9 to 5 Google, and today we'll be taking a look at the new ZTE ZMax Pro. Earlier this month, ZTE caught everyone just a bit off guard by announcing the ZMax Pro, a brand new, affordable smartphone that costs just $99. With a price so low and a pretty impressive spec sheet, there had to be some compromise with this phone. And I've spent the past couple of weeks trying to find it, so here's what I found. Starting off with the hardware, the ZMax Pro is shockingly good. This phone is made entirely of plastic, but it still feels really good in the hand. The matte blue back and hints of metallic orange give the phone a great look, and overall I'm pretty satisfied with it. But the big story here is the size. With a 6-inch display, this phone is big, but it's also bigger than some other phones in the same size category. The ZMax Pro is significantly taller than the Nexus 6 and the Nexus 6P, but is also slightly wider compared to both. As a user of both phones for the past couple of years, I loved the size of the ZMax Pro. However, the average user might have trouble adjusting to it. The display on the ZMax Pro is also pretty respectable. The 1080p TFT panel isn't impressive, but it gets the job done and it looks fairly good while doing it. Brightness was solid, outdoor viewing was great, and while the colors were a bit washed out, it was fine overall. Now under the hood on the ZMax Pro, you'll find a Snapdragon 617 processor, 2GB of RAM, 32GB of storage, and Android 6.0.1, which is all very impressive for any mid-range phone, but even more so for a phone that costs just $99. Performance with these specs was also very good. I had a few hangups here or there, but for the most part I was pretty satisfied with the performance of this device. The Android skin on board was also very light with only a few minor alterations. The camera on the rear of the ZMax Pro measures in at 13 megapixels, and it's fine. It takes shots that look okay, but that's about it. You won't get anything great out of this sensor, but it's fine for snapping a quick shot from time to time. Another impressive spec on this phone is the 3400 mAh battery. On paper, you'd expect great battery life, but I never found myself getting more than a day out of this phone on medium usage. Now generally, I could go from about 7:30 AM to about midnight with 1 to 2 hours of screen on time, and end the day with about 40% left. You probably won't ever drain this phone in a day, but you also probably won't get 2 days out of it. Now for charging, you'll have a USB-C port, but sadly fast charging is nowhere to be found. Now last but not least, let's talk about that fingerprint sensor. Generally, we don't see fingerprint sensors on devices this cheap, but ZTE has not only managed to add one, but it's a pretty solid one at that. The sensor was large, fairly quick, and pretty accurate. It won't compare to most flagships, but it gets the job done, and it does it well, and that's all that really matters. So in the end, for $99, does the ZMax Pro really cut any corners? The short answer is no. Everything about this phone is good, it's just not great. And that's about what we should expect from mid-range phones. But for $99, this is a very good phone. However, there is one thing that just about kills it, and that's the carrier. For the time being, and likely for the foreseeable future, ZTE is leaving this phone as an exclusive to Metro PCS. Now if you're a Metro PCS user, or you live in an area where you can switch to that, then this is by far the best budget phone you can buy. But otherwise, this is one you'll probably have to skip. Now if you want to learn more about the ZTE ZMax Pro, check out our written review on 9to5google.com, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos coming soon. Also be sure to drop a comment down below, let us know your thoughts on the ZMax Pro. As always, a huge thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.